Welcome. I'm really glad for you to join today. Hi, my name is Martin Tran. I got a very awesome video presentation. Learn the 4 steps to creating generational wealth through passive income. What I'm going to cover today is the number one question that I always get asked maybe how to buy your next investment property without a deposit. How to use the current tax law and the depreciation associated with the properties, with your investment properties to your advantage, okay? And how to differentiate between a good debt and a bad debt. That is very important, which a lot of first-time investors, even professional investors, get it wrong also. The difference between a good debt and a bad debt. I will also be showing you how to stay ahead with other property investors. That's very important. You need to stay ahead. If you want to be in the game and you want to make money and build a portfolio, you need to stay ahead. And the most important thing is I want you to be in the front seat every single time to choose the best property investment, positive property investment out there without sacrificing your time and becoming very confused. That is the most important thing here. A lot of people don't want to do it, but they tell themselves they don't have time, and they're very confusing. With today's technology, too many information is good and too many information is bad also. And guess what? I want to show you without the feeling of hesitation most buyers have by giving you a clear path plan. With everything in life, if you have a clear path plan, everything is possible. Just quickly, who am I? My name is Martin Tran. I help seasonal investors and first-time investors create financial freedom by buying positive investment with accuracy, so you can have generational wealth through passive income. And again, I'm excited you are here today and share with me your time to watch this video so that you can fast track and learn more throughout your journey. So why am I sharing this with you? Why is it important? Why are you stopping by? I once had a client who always hesitated, okay? This is natural. People want to do something, but they always hesitated. He wanted to be the best for his family and wanted so badly to build passive incomes for his family and 2 girls. I call that a generational wealth because one is being done, one is being put in place, is always going to grow for you. He came to me with no knowledge of investment and not knowing what to do next. Earning good income, but he doesn't know what to do. Okay? So what he did was he contacted my company. We sat down, we outlined a 7-year game plan for him to acquire 7 properties in 7 years so he can start creating generational wealth for his family. This client is now in his 4th investment with a clear path to achieve his goals. This client now has a peace of mind and he knows exactly what he needs to do, and he's got a clear path plan moving forward. So that is very important. He started out with nothing and he's in his 4th investment as we speak right now. Now, I don't like to admit it, but my first purchase, and you know what, I like to share, these stories and with a lot of people because I've been doing this for quite so long time, and most buyers today have the same mindset and have the same steps, which is I took 20 plus years ago. Okay, so my first property purchase was over 20 years ago, which was my best purchase, which I would say by accident, and also at the worst at the same time. Okay, and why is that? Because I came from an Asian culture background, and 20 plus years ago, I was a migrant come to this country, and naturally, my family members told me not to buy and get into debt because for them I was too young and that should focus my energy on my university study. We're all, refugee to this country. That's all my parents want the best for me. They want me to go to school, have a good education, have a good jobs. Okay. They never thought about, tell me to buy property. Now, I didn't at the time know what I know now. Obviously, today with technology, with Facebook, and with social media, you can access this information online. Okay. But at the time, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know how to buy an investment property with no deposit. Okay. I didn't know how to look and where to look for possibly cash flow investment. Okay. Remember, we don't have realestate.com. We didn't have domain. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have YouTube. There was no social media. I think that was the start of the internet era. And most importantly, I didn't know what about tax. I didn't know how to minimize tax. As a matter of fact, what is tax to me back then? Okay. And I had no resource at all to assist me to fast track my wealth building journey. Okay. I had no assistant at all. Now, today I have a very healthy property investment portfolio. And the first thing, look, people come to me and they ask me, Martin, you are so successful, you're building profit portfolio, you're building an empire. What is your secret? What is the steps that you take? Okay. And so that's the reason why I'm very passionate to show what I've learned in the past, and that if I can do it, I believe anyone can do it like what I have to achieve. So the first thing is I'm going to show you the steps that I'm currently doing today. Okay. And that most of my clients taking these steps to financial freedom as well. Okay. Step number one, I want to instill this belief in you. Investment is all about cash flow. Okay. Investment is all about cash flow. Remember that. Your goals is to build passive income that will eventually replace your current income and be financial free. That's the whole purpose of the investment in property. That is the whole purpose. So you can own assets that generate cash flow after you paying all the debt, so that you can have the cash flow in hand. And if you have multiple property, okay, that is going to generate passive income. That is what I refer to. Okay. Remember, I live at home on my first investment property 20 plus years ago. The goal is, guys, is to get into the market. This is the key. Okay. Remember when you're younger, when you're a toddler, before you can run, you gotta be able to walk. Okay. But once you walk and you become the expert in it, you become running. Okay. So investment journey is no different. You got to start small and then you go up. Okay. But the whole tricky here is not to think too much about it, but be able to do it. This is what's stopping a lot of people, is the doing it. Step number two is you don't have to buy where you live. This is where a lot of investors get it wrong here. You don't need to buy where you live. Okay. 90% of investors, where they live, which is the PPR, principal place of residence, they tend to buy where they live. Okay. That is wrong. Okay. And you don't need to like the area where you buy. Okay. Remember, property investment is about cash flow. So you don't need to buy where you live, or you don't need to like the area where you buy. Property is all about the rental yield and the long-term capital growth this property will make for you. So you got to treat property as like a business. Okay. So you want your business to make money, disregard of the location of the business and the type of business that you are running. As long as that business in generating good cash flow after paying all the debt, the remaining is passive income. Okay. So that is what you need to focus on. Step number three is you got to have every business have a good team around them. Whether you got a multinational company, or you got a medium-sized company, or in your case you are just a purely property investors, you need to have a good team around you. A good swimmer has a great team surround them, and you should do that as well. Okay, your team should include, in the property investment space, your team should include finance broker to access the fund, because it's all about borrowing other people's money. OPM, other people's money. Okay, the best way for you to build wealth is not to use your own money, is to use other people's money. Okay. And the finance broker is the key ingredient for you to do that. So you need to become the expert in this. You don't need to become the expert, but you need to find the person who is the expert in this field. Okay. So that is part of your team. The number two thing is you need a good accountant to minimize your tax and make you more money. Okay. Most people that I talk to, are not really true investors, the first thing they ask me is, oh, how much did the accountant cost? That is the last question you should be asking. Okay. For me, disregard how much the accountant costs, is how much money he's going to make for you. Okay. So put the costs out. Just focus on the benefit the accountant will bring into your journey and into your generation, creating generational wealth. Number three is a good lawyer to protect your asset. That's very important. A good lawyer to read through your contract and make sure, set up the right structure to protect your asset and your interest. And number four is, talk less and take more action. Okay. How often we go through life, we want this, we want that. We want the best for our kids. We want the best for our family. But we talk about it, but we never take actions. How often have you done that? Or most importantly, how often the people around you, you hear it, that they keep talking about it, but they never take any action. So what I want you to do is I want you, the person, to take a lot of action and talk less. Okay? If you can do that, then you are 90% there. Okay? Because 90% of of this journey of generation wealth journey, property investment, is about taking action. Okay? And to talk less, but take action. Now, if you'd like to learn more about this, and if you feel that the information I've just shared with you today, the steps that I take every single day, that is important and you want to learn more, why don't you join our free Facebook group, How to Build 7 Properties in 7 Years? Or you can book a 15 minutes call with myself. No pitch, no sales, just a chat and a way forward on how we can help you to kickstart your generation wealth journey together. Remember, guys, as I said to you in the previous number 4, take action more and talk less. Once again, feel free to rewatch this video if you need to. Until next time, my name is Martin Tran. Bye for now.